This is your boy ABRAM with common knowledge. Let's go! Episode 6. Happy Memorial Day to the vets out there fighting for the country. You know what I'm talking about? To the ones who died and who was passed on with us. This is Memorial Day today. It's Monday. I'm happy to the beautiful people out there in podcast motherfucking land. We do have some issues to talk about right now. I hope y'all got y'all blunts, your joints, your bongs, your dabs, anything ready that you could smoke with, because this is a smoking podcast. We do smoke here. We smoke a lot of weed, and I smoke every time I record because I want y'all to be yourself. We live in a world to where everything is censored, right? We live in a world to where people cannot be themselves. And we live in a world to where people are honestly made to be someone they're fucking not, right? So with that being said, we're going to talk about some few issues. Few issues that I really feel that need to be talked about, right? We're going to be talking about a legend. This man is a legend, okay? We're going to be talking about Shy Smith, aka Rhymefest, right? This man has recorded the hit and fucking wrote the famous song with Kanye West, Jesus Walks, okay? With that alone, you could drop the mic and get this nigga 20 awards, because that's the first song that Kanye West came out and broke out into, was Jesus Walk. And it actually won a Grammy Award for the 47th Grammys, okay? It won for the best rap song, all right? That was Kanye West's first debut song, and it won a Grammy. This man co-wrote that. Also, he co-wrote a song called New Slave out of Kanye's 2013 album. Okay, and to top that fucking off, he co-wrote the song Glory with John Legend in Common, and it won an Academy Award for one of the best songs, you understand, in a movie. So with that being said, okay, yes, it won one of the best songs and for the movie Selma, okay, and it won for the best original song. So with that being said, Kanye West's wife, Kim Kardashian, has the audacity to tell her fans that they do not know Rhymefest. Listen, bitch. For you to speak with such mayonnaise information, you are part of the problem why people are culturally clueless in this motherfucking world. Bitch, he co-wrote Selma. He co-wrote the movie. He co-wrote the motherfucking song Glory. You understand? What's touched the hearts of every black person in America. You understand? And then the motherfucker co-wrote Jesus Walks. So for you to have the audacity to say that no one knows him, you need to shut the fuck up right now. You are out of pocket. And I know a lot of you are going to say, Abram, you're tripping. I'm really not. Because the simple fact of, it's people like Kim Kardashian that don't pay homage to OGs. And this is why Prince kicked your ass off the stage when you was dancing up there. He noticed, he's seen your ass in the future. And he's seen how disrespectful you were going to be. But you sit here and you tried to get on Rhymefest, but you don't even say nothing about your husband for saying 400 years of slavery was a choice. But you have the audacity to say something to another black man. Bitch, you crazy. And that's why something is going on in Calabasas. There's something in that fucking tap water out there in LA, in Calabasas, LA. Y'all need to get the fuck out, because y'all people are really brainwashed out there. You understand? I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying a lot of you motherfuckers living in there, you guys think that you're better than everyone, and that you are really, Kanye and his family is really not in touch with the culture. And that's something really fucking sad. That's really sad. All right, and it's it's people like that who make me want to walk around with dookie stains in my drawers all day. You understand? Not fucking with you. But no, that's real shit though. It's really sad. But also I want to talk about a 9-year-old kid. No, listen to this. This kid is not, this motherfucker is not selling just lemonade. This nigga's selling weed and everything else. This little white boy is getting away with his white privilege. You know what I'm saying? In South Carolina, this 9-year-old boy makes $6,000 at a lemonade stand in just 2 hours. But he's helping his little baby brother pay for his medical bills. So, is he just selling lemonade? That's what I want to know. Because he must be selling more than lemonade to make $6,000 in 2 hours. In South Carolina, this nigga pushing weight. You know what I'm saying? But that's a beautiful thing, because we must teach our children to make money with their own hands and their own minds. That's the problem, because we live in a generation where these kids just depend on mom and dad. And if it's just not mom, you know, it's either dad. If they don't live with their parents, they either live with their grandparents. And we live in a time to where we must tell our children, you can live off your creativity. You can live off of you just putting your mind to something and you doing it and you excelling in it. And this is something that we must teach our children, that anything you can do, you can make money off of. You gotta just put your mind to it and get to it. And this is something that we must kind of, you know, push on to the people out there, and to tell your kids, look, hey, if this kid can make $6,000 in 2 hours making a lemonade stand, even though he was doing it for a good cause, people, he was doing it for his little baby brother. His baby brother had medical bills. So he said, hey, guess what, Mom? Our dad, I see you stressing. Let me go and try to, you feel me, make a lemonade stand, and just to help y'all out. I feel like that's a real beautiful thing, and I kind of feel like that's something that we should definitely push more. You know what I'm saying? To definitely tell the kids, say, hey, you know, have that entrepreneur spirit. You know what I mean? Have that entrepreneur spirit. Keep going for it. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? You can make $6,000 selling slime, selling Pokemon cards. You know what I mean? I know it's hard because, you know, that's kind of sad. You know what I mean? A little kid seeing his mom stress about bills, and he's like, fuck, I'm going to make a lemonade stand to try to help my mom out with bills. I feel like that's hella powerful, you know? Because in this day and age, you know, there's some kids that really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? There's some kids that cuss their parents out on the daily. You know what I mean? I be seeing some badass little ass kids, you know, cussing their mom out and shit at the store that I work out. Pinching their mom, biting their mom and shit, throwing tension tantrums. I be like, goddamn, whoop your fucking kids' ass, lady. I will beat the shit out of my kids. Hey, no, let's fuck that. Fuck that. That's the problem. That's why you got motherfuckers shooting up schools. Because they haven't got their fucking ass whooped. I'm telling you this. Listen, hey, let that be a black mom. That's why it's nothing but white motherfucking kids shooting up schools, because they ain't raised by mamas with backbones. They let their kids get away with everything, smoking weed and shit like that at fucking 10 years old. Check this out. I was scared. Even though I was smoking weed at 12, I was scared. My mom didn't know. I was scared to come home high. The problem with most of you motherfucking parents is you accept everything. Stop trying to be friends with your goddamn kids. You trying to be a best friend and shit like that. This is not TV. This is not a reality TV show. This is your children. You understand? This is your children at fucking stake. This is your children's lives at stake. And it's up to you, parents in podcast world, to raise your children so they won't depart from you, nigga. Ain't that in the Bible? Raise your children from the way that they should be so they won't depart from me. Depart from me. See, I'm going to tell you something. That's metaphysical. You niggas, you Negroes, you Christian Negroes and shit like that. Y'all white. Listen, stop taking shit so literal. That was a metaphysical principle. You raise up a child with home training, motherfucker. You raise up a child with morals, nigga. with spiritual reasoning, nigga. And so with that, they could pass that and they won't depart from the knowledge of thyself, from me, from you knowing that you are God and that the godly power lives within you, so you won't depart from that knowledge. But a lot of children who raise up to become men and women have departed from that knowledge. You do not know who the fuck you are. They departed from me. They departed from the godly energy that they possessed because they didn't know who they were. You understand? Over time, brainwashed to be something that they never was. So when they got older, they departed from themselves. They departed from the godly energy that they had within them. And that's really sad. You know what I'm saying? So we need to raise our children in the right way. Raise our children so they will not depart from the knowledge of self. And with that being said, a lot of people are getting taught lessons. And I guess Pusha T's getting taught a lesson from that boy Drake. You understand? Canada, the sixth god. You understand? Put nigga, hey, duppy. That's all I gotta say. He duppied that goddamn boy Pusha T. And guess what duppy means? Duppy means a malevolent or evil spirit. You understand? This nigga's getting in touch with the ancestors, white and black. You understand? He getting in Pusha's T goddamn ass. You know what I'm talking about? He said, I'm gonna make it rain like Virginia Williams. He gonna make it rain like Virginia Williams. You understand me? And Pusha T started the shit with the weak ass song called Infrared Beam. Infrared. To me, it wasn't that good. I'm gonna be real, Pusha T. I'm tired of them weak ass Pablo Escobar flows, bro. I'm gonna just be real. I never sold dope not once in my life, and I just didn't get nothing you were saying in Infrared. I'm gonna just be real. But Drake killed you, and I understood everything bro was saying. You feel me? He said Father had to stretch his hands out to me. Who was he talking about? Kanye, nigga. You understand? So in the sense of, you just got ate by a nigga who talked proper as a motherfucker. Drake talks like, yeah, so you guys, you know, we just had to run around Toronto, you know, and fucking eat lobster and fucking eat on my, you know, crab cakes, and we dropped in the Maserati, and we drunk some fucking Moet, and we drunk that Ace of Spades, you know, we drunk most of, you know what I'm saying? This nigga talk proper as fuck, and this nigga killed you on Duppy. He said, you got the audacity. Whew. Killed this nigga Pusha. He told Pusha, you got the audacity, nigga, to fuck with me? And you started the fight, Pusha. You started the fight, nigga. Pusha, you need to step your motherfucking bars up. Because for a man to start a fight and then to get his ass whooped before the second round, nigga, step it up. I think Meek Mill is having flashbacks, boy. You understand? Back to back number 2? I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Listen, check this out. If it's up to me, I will let you know right now. The birth rate in the United States is going down. The U.S. birth rate has hit a record low. Even women in their 30s are having less babies. I don't know what's going on, but the love, I honestly think it's the music. I'm going to just be straight the fuck up. The music is not, the R&B music ain't nothing to fuck to. Y'all don't got no slow shit like no New Edition, no Boys to Men. Y'all got some shit like Kool-Aid and salad, panties getting wet, cooling on the jet, my niggas with some threats, we're chilling with the shooters, posted with the Rugers. Nigga, Nobody want to get their pussy ate to that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna just be real. Y'all don't make no shit to make a woman pussy wet. My mom used to listen. You know, when I was a kid, I'd be like, man, I can't wait to be grown. She used to say some shit like, we chillin' on a Sunday. We gonna make love until the moon comes. We gon' fuck until Sunday. God, nigga. We chillin' on a Sunday. We go fuck until Sunday. That's a week of fucking. That's the shit that my mind's listening to some shit. Smoking Newports, drinking on gin and juice, some shit like that. Niggas is singing some shit like, I'm wearing a dress, I got my purse. Like, come on, bro. I can't suck my wife's pussy to no shit like that. I'm just like, that's not even making my dick hard. I'm trying to get the rhythm of a song. I'm like, goddamn. Turn the radio off. I'd rather listen to some jazz, some No, I'm playing. If that's how jazz sounds. Beating the pussy up to that. Listen. Boopity boopity boop. Scooby doo boop. Smacking at you, though. I'm fucking with you, though. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas gotta bring it back. Get back. Stop playing with me. There's no reason why you can't bring that old school shit in a rhythm that makes me want to get up and motherfucking dance when I'm 80, nigga. That's the shit I want. Y'all gotta bring that soul, that funk. Thank God for Kendrick and J. Cole and Rap City and No Name and motherfuckers that are so great that I can't keep my drawers on. I want to throw my shit in the goddamn on the stage. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we need to bring. And also, we need to bring it back into the right way, how it was, like Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know what I'm talking about? I got another topic I really want to talk about because I want to give a shout out to Iceland. Iceland is a good country. Apparently, it seemed like the best country to motherfucking live in for the simple fact that Iceland is the future of how a country should be. Iceland hasn't murdered a person by a gun in over a decade, y'all. Over a decade. A decade has gone by since Iceland has killed someone with a gun. Now, to me, that is history in itself. We have a country that believes in guns and hasn't killed anybody with a gun. And to top it on top of that, people, since 1803, since the police has started in Iceland, there has only been one person shot and killed by the police, and that's in 2013. They don't even carry guns. They don't even carry guns. The police don't even carry guns in Iceland. A lot of countries in Europe, police don't carry guns. Is that something that America? See, and this is what I ask myself. Is this a fucking genocide on black people? In America, is this a genocide on black people? Because if only black, listen, as I like my blood. Since 1803, only one person has been killed in Iceland by a police officer. Since 1803. Okay? One fucking person. And you sit here and tell me that we have Trayvon Martin, we have Oscar Grant, we have Michael Brown. The names are fucking endless. But we have a country who believes in gun ownerships, right? And they only have one person who is killed by a police officer. They haven't had a gun violence incident since over a decade. Now I ask myself, are the laws in America wrong? Right? Do we not have the proper laws in place? Like, honestly, listeners, listen to me clearly. Do the research. Look it up. There's only been one person shot and killed by the police officers since 1803, and it's only been one person in 2013. We have had endless accounts of police killing unarmed, melanated people in America. So we have to ask ourselves, is this something that needs to change? Does the president? Oh, well, I mean, come on. Well, I don't know why I just said that. But local state politicians need to fucking study Iceland. Study their judicial system. Study their police system. They need to study them because they have been doing something right. This country, little old country called Iceland, has had better gun control than American citizens. Not just American citizens, but the right that they have the right to bear arms. They have a right to own a gun. And yet, they have better control over their guns than us Americans. It's fucking sickening. I am disgusted with us. And you should be too. You just had a killing and just had another shooting in a school. When is enough is enough? We have the right to bear arms. Trust me, I'm an advocate gun owner. And we do need to have better laws on gun controls in this country. Trust me, when you have about 10 mass gun shootings within the school within the year, that's something that needs to be fucking said. All right, I'm sorry to kind of seem a little angry, but you should be angry. You should be like, hey, I don't want this happening to my kids' school. I don't want this happening to my nephews or our nieces or our grandkids or so on, etc. You don't want this happening to, your children. So we need to kind of have control over that. And Iceland is really being a good country to really show that, hey, you could have guns, you could own guns, your citizens could own guns, but you know what? Our police don't have to have AK and military grade weapons for one person that ran a stoplight, and you're coming out with tanks and SWAT teams and shit like that. They don't even have SWAT team. They have one SWAT team, and they're called the Vikings, and they're the only people who are allowed to own guns, to carry guns, when they're doing their duties. So with that being said, that's just we need to kind of change that mindset of thinking. But on a lighter note, shout out to Golden State Warriors because they won against the Houston Rockets. I think the score was like 103-94. They beat the Houston Rockets, and guess what? They're going to the motherfucking championship, the NBA Finals, and they're versing LeBron James with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's kind of sad because that's kind of like saying Patti LaBelle and the Pips. It's always just like LeBron is the one-man type of team type deal. So with that being said, him being the one man, there's no iron team, but I don't see if he's going to win against the Golden State Warriors. I don't think that the Cavaliers are going to make it. I think they're going to get blown out straight the fuck up. But he might come back with a vengeance. He might come back and destroy fucking Golden State Warriors. You never know. They might have been waiting for this shit, but they were struggling. They were struggling with the Boston Celtics. You know what I mean? But the Boston Celtics look like they gave up. So I feel like this is going to be a very good NBA Finals. I feel like it's going to be really, 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 really dope. Also, if you just got done seeing Infinity Wars, man, that was a good ass movie. And Spider-Man was dope, but trust me, I just read something, and I think Spider-Man is in real motherfucking life. This black dude who is going to be the new Spider-Man, alright? This motherfucker who is from Mali scaled 4 stories to rescue a baby toddler. This motherfucker was walking, doing his thing, doop 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 doop, probably on his way to get an English muffin and a goddamn cup of coffee. This motherfucker see the baby dangling and climbed up 4 stories. I think even higher than that. Don't quote me. I will say 6 stories. 4 to 6 stories and saved the baby. 4 to 6 stories, scaling, jumping from balcony to balcony. Can you imagine some shit like that? This motherfucker deserves an award. You know what I'm saying? He really deserves an award. And I think they just granted him citizenship in France. So the dude and the parents, the father is getting he's getting charged with child negligence because his motherfucker was playing Pokemon Go. And the nigga was going up on the balconies getting your goddamn child as a Pokemon. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga is the real Spider-Man. Or black, we are superheroes. You understand? Stan Lee was writing about us. That lets you know how powerful that melanin is. That we could scale 6 stories up. I can't say every nigga can. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do that shit. Little baby boy, I would have tried to catch him like... I would have tried to be running like, you know how you be like in the game and shit, the cartoon dudes be running back and forth trying to carry something, trying to catch something. That's how I would have been. I would have been running and shit, trying to figure out where the baby's gonna fall. Like, oh no, wait, dripper. I would have been running and shit, trying to carry where the baby was trying to fall at and caught him. But the dude scaled up 4 to 6 stories and got the baby. You understand? What superhumans do exist, and they come in black people. You are a superhero. To every black person out there, that story should let you know you need to look in the mirror and know who the fuck you are. That you are a great person, that you are a god and a goddess. Like Dick Gregory says, you have 700 miles per hour of blood flowing through your veins. You are a jet. You are a G7. You are a G8. You need to know who you are. You need to know that greatness lives within you, deep within you. And stop letting these people tell you how fucking horrible you are of a person or how bad of a student you are in school. Know that you are great. Know that if this man can scale up 6 stories, you shouldn't do that either. But goddamn me, you should know that greatness can be accomplished. And you could do great fucking things if you put your mind to it. Check. You understand? Also, I'm going to be talking about a new software. It's called S-Foot-BD. It's a system, it's a new technology that can pretty much tell who you are by the way how you walk. This system can tell who you are and the patterns of how a person could walk. It could recognize and identify with perfect accuracy of who you are by the way how you walk. We are coming into the martial law, people. We are coming into a state of ultimate policing. You hear me? State of ultimate policing. We're coming to a place to where you can't even walk a certain way without a person saying, hey, oh, that's him. He owed the parking ticket for 8 years. Hey, go get him. He hasn't paid his parking fine. Oh, guess what? He hasn't paid his loan money back. Go arrest him. Oh, that's him by how he walk. With the facial recognition and with this new technology, S-Foot-BD, that's a system that could recognize the pattern of how you walk, can pretty much get your ass in jail, or people could recognize who you are. This is kind of uncomfortable, people. We're living in a time and place to where we are in a police state. We are in a surveillance. We are in a time of surveillance. Everything is being recorded. Everything is being watched and calibrated into a system. And if you aren't careful, you will be calibrated within that system. You hear me? They are making sure they know who the fuck you are. By the way you walk, they could find out that you are you with perfect accuracy. Why do you need such system like that? Why do you need a system of such accuracy to where a motherfucker was late paying his rent and would be taken in jail for some shit like that? We are living in a police state. We are living in a police time, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a time to where sometimes you don't even know if you are safe. Every day we wake up, we're trying to avoid crazy. You feel me? And I have some ways that we could try to meditate and try to cleanse this sickness and this bullshit from us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that meditation is a good way to get your focus back onto something that is a therapeutic, is a very natural remedy to break down this calibrated system. We are in a false reality, and a way for you to get your gears set on back is meditation. When you meditate, you are training your brain to focus instead of how your body is in the moment. From the beating of your heart to the pulse in your fingertips, you have to learn how to focus within your spirit. And meditation is a good way to cleanse your spirit, to cleanse your mind. Because we are living in a time and place now to where that's what we need. We need cleansing. We need to cleanse and heal ourselves, and to continue to love ourselves, and continue to build ourselves for a better tomorrow. And we have to keep continuing to believing in ourselves and learning our history. I just want to tell you to look up Hannibal Barca. He was a Carthaginian. He was from Carthage in North Africa. He was best known for the Punic Wars. And he was the greatest military general in the world. And we have to become better than who we are. We have to be the better future. Because in the words of Malcolm X, the future begins to those who prepare for it today. And this is your boy Abram with Common Knowledge. And I just want to say I love y'all. Peace out.